Hello everyone, D Square here with another Uncanny X-Men comic review. This time it is Uncanny X-Men number 16. This is Forever, part 6. As always, going to do a very brief spoiler-free review for those who just simply want to know if they should seek out this comic or not. Then we'll do a story breakdown with my final thoughts. For the spoiler-free review, guys, this is a great comic. This has some good action, some really good dialogue between Cyclops and the other team members, specifically Havoc. And this conversation actually causes a paradigm shift in the way that the X-Men are going to operate moving forward. So this is a definitely must-buy if you're interested in this current storyline, which I think it is very, very interesting. But to be want to warn you here, there is this large paradigm shift, and I think people will react to it differently. The writing, though, is great. They do a great job of writing, and the dialogue here. Matthew Rosenberg continues a really good run here. The artist also continues to do a great job. The action scenes look really good. They pop off the page, and everything is easy to tell what is going on. Uncanny X-Men number 16. This is Forever, Part 6. With most of their teammates presumed dead after a cataclysmic battle, Cyclops and Wolverine have banded together as the last X-Men with Magic, Wolfsbane, Mirage, Karma, Havoc, Multiple Man, and Chamber. Cyclops has curated a list of lingering threats to mutant kind for the team to address, including capturing Dark Beast and several members of the Mutant Liberation Front, which now comprises former X-Men Banshee and Hope Summers. In the ensuing shootout, Hope shot Cyclops in the eye. Dark Beast was able to heal Cyclops, but was unable to save his eye. This issue starts with Cyclops handing the Mutant Liberation Front over to Captain America. Cyclops does not offer up Dark Beast, Banshee, or Hope. This does not go unnoticed by Captain America, who explains that his intel said that those three were there. Cyclops refutes his claim, and Captain America lets it go. Captain America and Cyclops have an interesting exchange about Scott not regarding the United States as his country anymore. Scott Summers explains that as mutants, they don't have a country. They talk a little about trust and the fact that it's lacking between the two. But overall, you get the sense that Captain America understands Cyclops' position and leaves it be. After Captain America leaves, Havoc confronts Cyclops about his decision to not turn in the woman who shot him in the face, which is Hope Summers, of course, as well as his decision to continue to keep Dark Beast around. Havoc questions Cyclops' decision-making and even questions why they continued to be led by the same old leader who helped bring the X-Men to ruin. Cyclops gathers the rest of the X-Men inside the bar and announces that he is stepping down as leader. Mirage asks Cyclops who is in charge then. Cyclops tells her that it's not his right to choose. They then decide that every decision will go up for a vote. The X-Men team is now a democracy, and Magic calls for the first vote. The X-Men vote to intervene in an attack on what looks to be a military base. The base is being attacked by Magneto and the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. This includes Pyro, Avalanche, Toad, Random, and the Juggernaut. The X-Men engage Magneto and the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. This issue then cuts back to Reign, otherwise known as Wolfsbane, and she tells Cyclops and Wolverine that she just can't do it anymore. The fighting, the suffering, she just can't bear it anymore and wishes to leave the X-Men. She goes to leave and Cyclops goes to follow, but Wolverine stops him and tells him, "Let her go, Slim. She is following the rule we all should. If your heart's not in it, you shouldn't be here." We then cut back to the battle between the X-Men and the Brotherhood. The battle continues to go back and forth. The turning point happens when the Juggernaut grabs Wolverine from off of his back and throws him and tries to hit Banshee. He is able to hit his target, but also hits Magneto, and Magneto's helmet flies off. Karma uses this opportunity to read Magneto's mind. In doing this, she discovers that it is not Magneto, but rather it is his clone, Joseph. The X-Men charge at Joseph, but he entraps them all in steel and starts. The Juggernaut attacks Magneto and states that he does not appreciate being tricked. With Juggernaut on their side, the X-Men wrap up the battle quickly. Wolverine tells the Juggernaut that just because he helped him doesn't mean they can't finish the fight. The Juggernaut explains that he wants to help mutants and is actually looking to join the X-Men once again. The Juggernaut was a member of the X-Men before, but it's strange because Juggernaut is not actually a mutant, which Jamie Madrox explains to him. All of a sudden, a woman that looks like Psylocke and also has her powers swoops in and beheads Joseph. She then starts to talk in Japanese. Everyone thinks it's Psylocke, but Wolverine, who understands Japanese, explains that it is actually someone named Kwannon, and she's trying to stop Joseph because he's going to erase mutants from the Earth. As they are discussing this, Mirage doubles over in the fetal position and yells that Wolfsbane is dead. Whoa, so a lot of cool stuff going on in that issue. We start off with Scott Summers and Captain America kind of settling up their differences. Captain America seems to know that Scott Summers is not completely honest with him, but that's because of a trust issue, and for the most part he seems to understand, which I think is good. Then we have the X-Men going from being led by Cyclops to being led as a democracy, and their first act is fighting the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, who they first think is led by Magneto, but it turns out it is Magneto's clone named Joseph. And then to top it all off, as they're wrapping up that battle, the Juggernaut's trying to join the X-Men. They then learn that Reign, otherwise known as Wolfsbane, is dead. Man, I didn't see this coming. She just left the X-Men this issue, and now they're saying she's dead. Why is she dead? Is it some sort of suicide? Is it someone that was working with Joseph? Is it ONE? Who knows? But this story arc, I thought would be starting to kind of wrap up. It seems to be going strong. This is part 6 of this series, so we're probably going to see this for at least another 4 or 5 issues. I was starting to think that this X-Men comic was returning to form with the leadership of Cyclops, but now this has made a complete 180, and now they're a democracy, and I'm not quite sure how I feel about that, because it's not going to feel like the old X-Men. Perhaps I'm chasing a dream. We will see. But join me next time as I review Uncanny X-Men number 17. Please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon.